Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah, today we're going to go through our final category of letters with no opposites. The characteristic that does not have any opposites is qalqala, and this is the collected words of qalqala or qatabjad. Qatabjad are here written individually, but they are collected in the phrase qatabjad, and they are the letters of qalqala. Qalqala here in linguistic terms means shaking or disturbance, and it basically applies to the disturbance of a letter. And what do we mean when we see disturbance? It's translated in some of the Tajweed books as an echoing letter. So there's an echo to the letters of qalqala. It applies to the letters that have a sukoon on them and a shadda, but it does not apply to those that have vowels. So in the state of being non-voweled. So disturbance of the letter when it is in the state of being non-voweled, basically it means those letters that have a sukoon on it. This is when you apply qalqala. If it is the letters, if they are voweled, okay, if they are voweled letters, then there is no, and here it says we do not find this annoyance. So basically what they're trying to say here, that you do not apply qalqala when the letters are voweled, meaning when they have a harakat, when they have like a fatha or a kasra or a dhamma. If they have any vowels on them, you do not apply qalqala. And what is qalqala then? So it's basically when you say the letters, you go to the articulation point and then you move away from the articulation point quickly, okay? So you're moving away from the articulation point. You say the letters, but you move away from them, okay? So let's look. So they are called the letters of collision. And when you say these letters, okay, you have to move away. So here, if we go back to qatabjad, if I say qa comes from aqsa lisan, from the back of my tongue. So if I say aqqa and I remove it quickly from the articulation point, I say aqqa and I release it from the articulation point. That's qalqala. When I go to the articulation point of ta, and remember the tip of the tongue should be placed behind the top incisors. So I'll say ta, and there's a greater portion of the tongue touching my touching my top hard palate. So I will say ta, and if I say qalqala, at, and the ba comes from the lips. So if I say ba and ab, and I release it, ab, that's qalqala. Aj, ad. So it is a quick release from the articulation point. Some people or some students, what they do is press against it. They say ad, ad, at, ab. This is pressing on the articulation point and not releasing it. What you need to do is release your tongue from the articulation point, or your lips from this articulation point, because ba comes from the lips. So ba, ab, ab. Okay. Inshallah, we look at some examples here. It talks about applying qalqala for those letters that have a shadda on it, that are merged. Okay. So qalqala letter is similar to the sakin letter, okay, and there is no accompanying jaw or mouth movement when you say this letter. So this is a really important point. When you say the letters of qalqala, there's nothing of your mouth or jaw that play a part in this, and there should be a separation of the qalqala and a separation of the qalqala when articulated. There are two categories of qalqala. They are the lesser and the greater, so qalqala sagir and qalqala al-kabir. The first category is, the lesser category is when the letter of qalqala comes in between letters. Okay, so here you have the jeen, here you have the ba in between the first and the second word, and here you have it in one word, and here you have it in one word, and here you have it in between two words. So whenever it comes in these examples, you will say a qalqala, but it will not be a strong one. So yanqalib ilayka tajri, tajri. Okay, tajri, make it softer. Habalum. Here, we're going to make it greater. Why? Because the qalqala letter comes at the end of the word and we are stopping on it. So here, The qalqala letters are the last letters in a word. Here they have come in the middle, so we apply qalqala, but it is not strong. Okay, and also because we are not stopping on these letters. What the b, and this is shadda, so this is going to be a bit stronger. What the b, qalaqa, balad. Okay, and it's you see the difference here. The qalqala is of a greater portion. What qalaqa, balad, tajri, habalum, yanqalib, qalib, qalib. Okay, so here is softer and here is stronger. Some schools of grammar or tajweed say that you have Saghir, Kabir, and then you have the greatest, the Al-Akbar category. So the Al-Akbar category, or the greatest category, is the one which has a shadda on it. Okay, so they've put the first one, the least, the lesser qalqala is the one that comes in the middle of a letter or in between two words. The second category of the greater qalqala is the one that comes at the end of a word and you're stopping on it. And the greatest category of qalqala in some books, and according to some teachers, it is the one with shadda, because it has two letters. So it has a sakin letter and a letter with the harakat. So but they are merged together, and then that becomes shadda, mushadda. So the letter of mushadda becomes stronger. But other schools of tajweed will include the letter of mushaddad within the greater qalqala. Jazakumullah khair for watching. Wa qurdana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.